Super Idol di Charo, donate need to 10 by each for the
You know, the dominoes are just falling. It's falling. We've seen this coming. I mean, this is like, Ubisoft announces studio closure as it lays off 185 staff. This was predictable. I mean, we've all seen this coming a mile away. Even a fourth grader could have seen this shit. So yeah, Ubisoft is closing down a studio. This comes after them like pushing back again Assassin's Creed Shadows, which should be coming out next month. Honestly, next week, right? Or like a week or two in it. But they pushed it back. Oh my gosh, because I've seen. I haven't dove too much into it, but I've just seen like YouTubers' reactions to just playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. Man, it's not looking good, honestly. It is sad for the staff, I guess, but like at this point, if you're in the gaming industry, I mean, it's hard to get in, right? It's hard to keep a job in general, but I recommend going to a smaller studio because honestly, and we're still like firing people from like the big COVID, hiring season, the past 2021, 2020, 2022, a lot of 20s, and just everybody being hired. Now they're firing all of them. Now they're firing all of them because they don't need them. And now people are realizing that, hey, these games aren't even getting out here. You see fucking Larian Studios with like 100 people, and they made Baldur's Gate 3 Game of the Year. Like, what the fuck? Are you telling me Ubisoft and BioWare, oh god, you telling me they don't have the resources to make a good game? They can't even make like not even a 7 out of 10 game. Well, okay, maybe it's 7 out of 10. But I think IGN gave Mirage an 8 out of 10. I didn't play it yet. But you get what I'm saying, right? It's now apparent that people accomplish more in like smaller teams than bigger teams. And you can accomplish a lot in bigger teams. You should be, logically. Especially if you got like a lot of funding and backing, right? But it's just not working out because also you got the people funding that, there is a cost, like people people that have shares and shit, right? They get their say so. They want things a certain way. They want max profits and stuff. So that means like even if there is passionate people in the studio, you got greedy motherfuckers that, want to pump that shit up, add in a big ass battle pass, shit ton of microtransactions, all of that. They want all of that. But anyways, I hope they find new jobs, but I mean, I honestly, they should have saw it coming too. So I know at least half of them were prepared for this to happen because holy shit, it is not looking good. It's not. And especially if Assassin's Creed, it's from what I've seen, I think I at least saw like 2 YouTubers that I watched. They played it for like, I think like, they didn't play it for too long, but like, I think Big Dan Gaming played for like 4 hours. I think most people, I think they were only able to play like 4 hours at most or some shit, but I mean, that's a good amount of time, I guess. Sure. It's a little bit more than like Dragon Age. I think Velgard, you were able to play like up to like 8 hours or as long as you want, but it had to be like certain quests. But anyways, yeah. So, and they were like, it's the same shit. It's the same shit from Valhalla. It's the same shit from Odyssey, right? And again, it might have been fine back in like, 2017, sure. And that's why it's hard for me to get through Odyssey. I think I'm like 20 hours in and I stopped because I did stop mainly for Shadow of the Erdtree, but now it's just like, I can't even go back in it. I can't even play it. Like, it's not as bad as Velgard, okay? It's not as bad as Velgard, right? Where I just refuse to play that shit again. Like, I can't go back to it. But yeah, it's just like, I just guys, I just can't go back to it, right? I just can't. So It's just, it's not 2017 anymore. They brought the same stuff from 2017 to now. Okay, which is fine, right? But it's just like, when I pretty much already know what's gonna be in the game. I don't even have to fucking play it. Like, if they're describing it as what they're describing it as, it's the same thing as Odyssey, Valhalla, you know, crappy gameplay. Or, I mean, like, just nothing improved upon, possibly even worse. And the thing is, you got like better games out there, way better in terms of combat, right? My main thing is like the combat, and like, if you know me, you watch my videos, I hate level scaling. I hate level scaling, and it looks like they're gonna do that shit again in this game. I'm not even gonna try, especially with the combat and the fucking skill trees looking the same, being the same. When you level up, there's like no, like, you know, there's no difference really. It's just like a 0.0001% difference, you know. So just nothing. It's just I think I was really like hyped for the story, mainly because I know the combat and shit, like, I just won't really enjoy it because it's gonna be like Odyssey, and I can't even go back into Odyssey now. But the story, I was thinking, okay, maybe it'd be good, but no, apparently it's not. So it's just gonna be a drag playing it. I feel like I really like Valhalla, and it's partially also because it was my first Assassin's Creed game. No, I do hate it and I love it, but I hate it. But I love the story. Let's just say, no, I don't love it. I think I like the story, okay, and I enjoyed my first 25 hours of it. Like, once the ball started rolling, I was really enjoying it. But like, completely after 25 hours, as soon as the 25th hour hit, I just could not. I was, you know, starting to get super duper bored, and then once the 40 hours hit, it would just boom, like it went down, right? You know, because it's the same thing over and over again. And so I'm completely like, I'm like, all right, I want to finish this goddamn game at 40 hours, but I got another 36 hours and then I finished the game, you know. And it was literally just me focusing on the main quest too, so it's just like, God, that was such a chore, bro. But I was really determined to like finish that shit. I come home from college like at night, and I play like 2 hours of it. I try to like, all right, let me finish this whole like area or like region, and I'd be like about 2 hours, and then I'd like get off for the day. I just needed to finish it. But I mean, that's really how I stand on Assassin's Creed. I mean, really, Valhalla was just a lot of bloat. If it wasn't a lot of bloat, I would actually like it more, but it was a lot of bloat, way too much bloat. Odyssey, it's not too on that side, but it's just, it has some of the same aspects and qualities as Valhalla, obviously, you know. Origins is like the better one. I haven't played it yet, but I heard it's the better one out of all three of them. Thank God. I don't include Mirage. I don't know, because I never played it, but yeah. Anyways, so that's how I'm feeling about, Assassin's Creed games, right? I don't even think I'm going to touch it because I don't like the level scaling. I hate level scaling. I hate it in Diablo, and I hate it here. Don't like it. And then the combat, bad. And then also like leveling up and skills and abilities and shit. They don't really do shit. They don't really do shit. Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, that's how I feel. I should probably do like an actual like review on Valhalla, but let's go through these posts. But that's just one of the main reasons why, like, you know, the Assassin's Creed games are just not up there, right? Not where it should be, you know. They're just stuck in 2017, exactly as who said it? Either Maddie Plays or Big Dan said it, but yeah, 2017 exactly. Studio that worked on Outlaws, Skull and Bones. Oh yeah, they deserved it. They deserved it. Lord, oh no, that's crazy, but not really crazy. I mean, Skull and Bones, yeah, it makes sense, acceptable. Star Wars Outlaws, it did get a lot of negative attention and shit, but I did hear like some people like it. It wasn't too terribly bad, but it was just bad enough. It was bad enough, guys. It was bad enough, you know. Maybe it was a 6 out of 10 game, but it just still wasn't. It just wasn't enough. It took too many L's. Skull and Bones was like a complete failure. That was a complete failure, right? Yeah, it's not looking too good. It begins, I predict, 10 times by the end of the year. Yeah, I mean, as soon as Shadows comes out, once they, you know, get the ball rolling, shipping that out immediately, probably after that, there's going to be more fires and, like, layoffs and shit. And then maybe, like, a month or two later, once they're done with, like, all the, you know, well, maybe they can have the other studios put in the DLCs and shit. I mean, you know, I don't, how many studios they got? A lot of studios, right? I don't know. I don't know how many, but they got a lot. But yeah, you'll see more like a month or two later after that too. Like, you know, everybody fixing the bugs and shit. Okay, the bugs are fixed. All right, get the fuck out of here. And that's how it's gonna be. And once they put in the DLCs and even more, you know, yeah. But that probably won't be like until like a year from now. So. Such incredible IP and they can't seem to get their shit together. Honestly, it's just Odyssey, okay, it was 2017, that's fine, but Valhalla and on, bro, like, come on now. And Valhalla, I think it sold well. I mean, it's fine. The main issue with that is just Valhalla was just a bloat. Right? I mean, and people weren't too tired of the combat then. I mean, they were, like, you know, people were like, I want to return to the roots. And that's why we got Mirage, the way how it ended up, whether you agree with it or not. But, you know, just shit like that. Valhalla was definitely a big start of that. Even though, like, you know, all these recent games have been, like, open world games since, like, Origins. I haven't played the original Assassin's Creeds yet, so... Don't get on me, bro. I have a lot of shit to play. But yeah, I mean, I never one off. There'll be more. Oh, there'd be a lot more. No price is too high for ideological. I mean, it's not even that. They're just bad games, right? You could put like an annoying message to your game, you know, and you can still be a good game, right? You can be woke and you can be a good game, like Baldur's Gate 3, Game of the Year. But if it's not a good game overall, like the combat, the mechanics, the gameplay, story, narrative, you know, the feel of the game, the environment, the art, you know, all of that shit, the graphics. If it ain't up to par, it ain't up to par. It's not some woke DEI bullshit, right? And of course, yeah, I could have a hand in like people just not playing the game and like, oh, there's two gay dudes kissing, you know, don't buy this game, you know, like then a lot of people just don't even bother with the game, right? There's a lot of people like that, but I mean, still, a good game is a good game and a bad game is a bad game, and it don't matter what the hell is in the game. They should announce they're switching business models at this point. Selling fitted sheets for hammocks would be a more lucrative market. Yeah, they should just saying we're revamping our studios or some shit, right? And we're just getting rid of them because of, right? And it looked a bit better. But honestly, it's a fucking shit show. We've been knew this is like gonna be a shit show, unfortunately. Yeah. And nothing of value was lost. Honestly, I mean, with those two studios, those weren't even, yeah. That's, honestly, yeah, that meme was correct. It was correct. Nobody cared about those games, to be honest, you know. Finally, some good news. All they had to do was make pretty characters. Okay, God, we got a gooner. It's as if 1,000 woke resource all cried soy tears I once then went internally sighed. Jesus, bro. Alright, well, what an unexpected outcome after releasing flop after flop. Well, honestly, I mean, you got BioWare still kicking. I mean, you got Andromeda and Anthem and then now Velgard. I mean, director's out. She says she leaving to, you know, on her own accord to like help out with this next project, you know, that she wanted to do really badly. But And maybe they did actually fire her, but they're just saying it like that. I don't know. I mean, I'm just guessing, but nah, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I've never worked with a game studio before, guys, so I've no clue. There do be shady people. Yeah, there do be shady people. But I mean, it really, BioWare, again, as I said in the last video a couple days ago, it rides on Mass Effect. If Mass Effect is bad, it has to be amazing. I'm sorry, it really does. It has to be Baldur's Gate level or Elden Ring level. If it isn't, well, that's a GG. You won't even be, there won't even be a Origins remaster. The studio is probably going to be gone, honestly, in my opinion. But anyways, I mean, it depends because EA, I mean, yeah, they got BioWare in their fucking clutches, but they make most of their money from the sports shit, right? They make most of it from the sports shit, okay? So honestly, they can just burn money with BioWare all they want, in my opinion. But they make a hell of a type of, like, oh my god, guys. 2K was $200 freaking dollars. I mean, like, I think, like, the highest edition or something. But, yeah, people be spending hundreds of thousands on that game. So, yeah. Ubisoft then get used to not owning your games. Ubisoft now get used to not having jobs. The arrogance and destruction of quadruple A gaming. Oh, Lord. DEI and not listening to what gamers want. Shut down the studio. Oh, Studios in the UK. Ooh. The British. Avatar Frontiers. Oh, you know, and RDC was doing like a little advertisement for that. I don't even think that game was bad. I mean, it was just like for a certain audience, but I guess, you know, I didn't even know they had it. Well, the movie came out, right? I guess, but like I saw no advertisements for a game. You know, it's just because RDC World played it, right? But it's just for a certain audience. Yeah, but you should own your games, you should not have your job. Yeah. I forgot about that too. They don't want you to own your games. It's just, oh Lord, guys. I know it's Grums. You're like, I know it's Grubs, but you know. Besides him, but be the woke in the DEI. Like, it's, yeah, okay. We can take his comment into account. But anyways, Ubisoft closes down a studio and fires 185 people. And of course, the worst people are happy again. Good. Now BioWare. Fuck off, cut. Cry more. Oh, Lord. Okay. And it's another studio. It's not, what was the other studio? What was the other studio? But I mean, sure, whatever. I mean, we're not really like, I mean, the real gamers aren't really happy. We want Ubisoft back. We don't want this executive bullshit making decisions and like ruining the game, right? And you know, I mean, if we go into the DEI and all that aspect, a lot of companies are like disbanding that shit, right? You know, just not enforcing the policies or those policies anymore, right? There's like a huge social media shift in the public or whatever the fuck. So maybe that will help. If we're talking about DEI, you know, in terms of, you know, the Grums language, right? Then yeah, okay, whatever. But I just want good games again, right? I mean, it's not even like the DEI shit. Like, of course, yeah, people like freaking do that shit. The woke, it's too woke. Okay, sure, whatever. But that's not the main contender. Well, I think for like certain aspects, I mean, we're talking about Fable and they made the girl ugly. I mean, that's a whole other subject, and we should actually talk about Fable soon. I'll actually, we're gonna end the video here too. I think I'm gonna do a Kingdom Come Deliverance trailer. I'm gonna watch the trailer before it comes out. I'm still playing the first game, so like, yeah, I'm gonna rewatch. I did watch it at was it the Game Awards or the Showcase, whichever one it was, Xbox Showcase. I'm still gonna rewatch it because I didn't really like pay attention because I never played the game. It did like look really cool. It looked funny too, but we're gonna rewatch it because my memory kind of boop. My whole mind is on Expedition 33, bro. I'm sorry, like that is gonna be personally either that or like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Because I'm playing the first one. It's very good. I won't say too well. I mean, I don't really care about saying it, but you know, I'm not gonna do an actual review until I like finish the game. I'm gonna take my time with the game too, so I'm not gonna play the second one like right when it comes out, because it is a very, it's a game. It's a game. It's pretty big, you know, in terms of just getting lost in it and stuff, and like getting off the main quest. I wasted like a good 3 hours, I'm not gonna lie. I really did with this one quest. There was like a boss fight. I'm just like, I'm not strong enough. But anyways, yeah, so that's what's gonna come up on the channel, I guess, and like more Marvel Rivals videos and like Roblox shit. And also reactions. Yay. Why am I still talking? Let me end the fucking video. But yeah, that's what I think. What do you think about the Ubisoft closures and the Assassin's Creed? You think it's gonna be a good game? Or you think it's gonna be a bad game? Comment below. That's all I gotta say. I really hope it turns out to be a good game, honestly. Like, it's not looking like it. It's looking like another 6 out of 10, even 5 out of 10 at this point. Because if they just keep getting strikes and strikes and strikes, I'm gonna lower the score down to a fucking 5 out of 10. You know. But yeah, it definitely, Ubisoft, like, hopefully they get their act together in the next game. I don't know. I kind of doubt it. If they're gonna, because they're posting games back to back, right? They're trying to do it like different studios work on different games or some shit like that. I don't fucking know, but hopefully it's not too late for them to make the other game better. You know, it might come out next year, so I don't know. But that's it. Bye.
Shot at a black man and took his shoes. Customized my AR like a Black Ops 2. Just scammed a white kid out of some Gorilla Glue. I don't wanna fuck this bitch, she smell like poo-poo.